everybody. It's Monday night, and that means it's time for another episode of SideKick Power Hour with me, your host, Joshua R. Pangborn, coming to you all the way from the Crooniverse to brighten up your December nights. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It is the Monday before New Year's Eve, so this is the last time I'm going to see you this year, is the joke I'm sure many of you heard over the course of the past few days. And you'll probably hear for another 2 or 3 more days. I hope you all have some exciting plans coming up over the New Year's Eve day, holiday, break. I'm not sure. It depends on how you celebrate it and what you have going on in your life. But at Sidekick Productions, we have been very busy this past week. It should be no surprise. But if this is your first time joining us, welcome. This is the Sidekick Power Hour, and we are here to celebrate all things queer, fat positive, and sex positive, and also horror and horror adjacent, because that's what we do at Sidekick Productions. We make queer, fat positive, sex positive, and horror adjacent television, movies, books, I guess music-ish as well. So we do a little bit of all of that, and we love to celebrate people in the community who do the same thing. Every week we bring on a special guest who does something in that community somewhere, and to celebrate the voices of those of us around us. And this week I am very excited to bring in a special guest. But before we get there, I just want to remind everybody that we have just let out the last episode of Skeleton Crew, The Edward Chronicles. You can watch that. It came out yesterday. It is the season finale of Skeleton Crew, The Edward Chronicles, the first spin-off of our very first web series, the Skeleton Crew web series. This follows the adventures of Edward Christie, the domestic servant and also sexual servant of Hunter Wolf and his husband Anthony. And you can watch all of that on YouTube right now. And in addition, if you wanted to watch if you wanted to watch the whole series uncensored, then you can do that on the Patreon, because you can go to patreon.com/sidekickproductions, and you'll be able to watch and see every episode of Skeleton Crew, The Edward Chronicles uncensored. If you wanted to see that, you just have to go to our Patreon and sign up. But if you don't want to, you can go to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/sidekickproductions. And if you do want to see that uncensored, you can go to patreon.com/sidekickproductions. If you are interested, we also have a couple new shows coming out very soon. Well, new seasons of shows coming out very soon. We are in the middle of filming Skeleton Crew, the 6th season right now. I filmed a little bit the past couple months. I filmed every other week or so. And then we also have coming out early next year, The Art of Blowing It Season 2, which I know many of you have enjoyed. So if you want to watch Season 1, that's available right now at our YouTube channel. And get ready for Season 2, because it's going to be coming out. It's going to be all fun and games, except for when Emmy Hart, the main character, gets angry, in which case that happens a lot, by the way. In addition, don't forget, you can always go to see. I think a lot of people have been looking for things to watch for the end of the year. Some people have that 365 movies in a day in a year challenge. Don't forget, you can go and watch our feature film, The Brooklyn Butcher, on Amazon. You can see this as many times as you want on Amazon, and it's a great chance to see how that goes. And add it to your movie night streaming on Wednesday night for New Year's Eve. But in any event, I am going to bring in our special guest, because many of you have not seen him for a while on this show, and I'm very excited to bring him in. He is blowing up my private chat with excitement and joy, and just titillated to be here. I'm going to bring in my special guest, former co-host, OG co-host of Go-host. We should have a Go-host somewhere. OG co-host of Sidekick Power Hour. Hello, Nakia.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going great. You are the Go-host, I guess, now. So I don't know what that is, but I love your shirt.
Oh, thanks.
It is very classic retro 80s.
Yeah.
But that's sort of you right now. I
It
think
is me. Did you invite me to your live, bro?
my live. I don't
Yeah,
know
you're
if I
live
can.
on Facebook. I mean, on Instagram.
Well, I invited you via StreamYard is doing it. So
Okay, but I can't join your live on there. Oh, I see,
uh,
because I'm already in the video.
yes, you are. You're already there, so they
Wow.
won't let you.
Yeah,
StreamYard
but it
is
won't. But it won't show to my followers that I'm live.
well, that's a problem and a half, I guess.
Yeah, we should figure out what that means. But anyway, so I was thinking about, as you were talking, inviting me in. When I, you chose a different word for Edward than what he might have originally been titled in the original script in the original show.
It's true, yeah. I think we've gotten away from using the word slave.
Yeah.
People are Nakia was asking about this in the private chat. So for folks who don't know, Edward from the Edward Chronicles is BDSM sub. He basically belongs, quote unquote, to Hunter. He views Hunter as his master and his dom, and Edward is the sub in the relationship. I've gotten away from using the word slave in most capacities. I don't think we really use it. We might still use it in the Ever Chronicles because the Ever Chronicles was filmed over the course of the past 5 years.
Right. Yeah.
But in season 6, we definitely don't use the word slave.
Yeah. So while you were introducing me, I was like, oh, I'm curious, what are some other, words that people are using these days? And one that I had not heard or considered and sounds very vampiric is devoted.
I've never heard that before. Where did you hear that one?
Yeah, I just put it into a search. But
you did a YouTube search on it.
Yeah. So like submissive and sub, or property, service sub, devoted, owned. Again, it's kind of like in the negotiated, kind of way. And then pet pup, obviously are there. But I really like devoted.
That is very vampiric. I do like that. I don't think I've heard that one before.
Yeah, like I don't think that it's something that you hear like a lot of in modern pop culture.
I've never heard the term devoted before at all. So that's a new one for me. And I'm usually pretty good on these things. I know a lot of these words.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been.
Anyway, I just wanted to bring it up.
Well, I don't know if you've been watching the Ever Chronicles. This is the trailer for the full season. Of course, it starts on this wonderful shot of Phil crocheting nude, as one does.
No stunt double used here.
No stunt double, just crocheting.
Listen, I think I'm going to take the case. Let's find out who your husband's sleeping around with.
A quick trip out west, a few grand, and a story to tell the family. That's what I thought this was.
Water bottle tycoon Falcon Stone appears to be the latest victim bludgeoned to death by the killer's dildo knife.
Don't sound so agitated.
Well, how am I supposed to sound? You're not coming home and you're a suspect for murder.
You cannot have worked as closely with Falcon as I did. Falcon Stone was my boyfriend. I know he didn't act like a traditional boyfriend, being married and all, and we were never into monogamy.
Norma Stone.
I admired the way she ran her tongue across her teeth. Reminded me of my master when I made him climax.
Wow. You look like my master when I make him climax. You know, Hunter always said never trust a femme fatale. You need to be home with your family, not risk your life for a damn paycheck.
I have to solve this, okay? I am invested in this. My blood is in this case.
Literally.
I'm in a relationship. I have a family to go home to. Look, the only thing I can give you is sex. I can't give you anything more than that.
Get the cups off of him, take the pants down.
Ooh.
But this has to be live. I was never there that night.
I have some information about your case.
The case is closed.
Is it?
Somebody just tried to throw a dildo knife at me. No, trust me, it's not going to be any more sense if I say it again.
Ridiculous. In the best kind of way.
Oh yeah, we're a bunch of detectives and we're saving the world one crime at a time. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, it came already.
It did. It's all done. It's out. The whole thing is out, and you get to watch it. You you get to watch it uncensored on the Patreon, which I think is pretty cool. It's our first show that we did uncensored because we have a lot of Phil gave me a lot of nudity, so in order to use it and not get blocked from YouTube, I had to do a lot of censoring. So
Yeah.
it looks like you have some fans though. Jay Fry is hopelessly devoted to you, and Blacha Bear says
wow, it's like the old days.
It is. I mean, it's good to have you back because people missed you, and it's nice to see you.
Well, it's nice to be seen.
Yes. So what have you been up to? I know you've been. I know you've been very busy. I know you've done a lot, and probably a lot of people do know what you've been up to. But in case they missed it, what have you been doing these days in Austin, Texas?
I mean, doing a lot of music stuff this year has been really mostly working on, performing with my band and trying to continue to get, those folks, that band more exposure, more good gigs, get us in the studio, get, music for everything, all of that stuff. And so that's mostly what it's been for, the last 18 months or so. It's just been nonstop kind of getting us to that point, like to where we feel comfortable,
I mean, I think that it's all paid off though. I was very, very fortunate to see Nakia perform a couple of weeks ago.
This is true.
Actually, about 2 months ago almost. No, a couple weeks. Either way, I saw him last month in November, and he was performing in New York. And they are amazing in person. I've heard Nakia perform many, many times. I've never heard him perform with a band before. And there was just something very electric about this performance that I was just really excited by, and I really loved what he did. So and what they all did.
Thank you. Put this on the screen.
Oh, this is very old.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, welcome to the SideKick Power Hour.
That was episode 1. Look how different we look. Oh my God.
I know. I had a beard and longer hair than I do now. You stole my longer hair and have it now. What? This is a long time ago. Yes.
Yeah, episode 1. So
old logo. So.
Yeah, that's right.
This was 2020, right?
Let's see, 5 years ago. Yeah, June 8th, 2020.
Oh, it was the day after my birthday. So
that's right. That's right.
That's a great question. Who are those guys? That is unclear. Because we were. Oh, I know. I remember this was our special like party episode. We didn't even know we were going to call it SideKick Power Hour, I think.
Until the last minute.
Yeah, I think we just decided that we wanted to have a little party with everybody, and
because I don't know if we had. Yeah, we didn't have a proper.
We didn't have an intro. Oh, we had the countdown.
We had the countdown.
The countdown's been with us since day one.
Yeah, but it was like a lot. It was a different.
It was a little different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this was well. This whole show started because we were I was really bored during COVID, and other people humored me and decided, you know what, let's make sure that.
Well, it wasn't just that though. We knew kind of going into it that we were actively working on Demon Doctor and Skeleton Crew.
True, we had a whole musical we were still working on, so.
Right, and that. This was going to kind of like give us a chance to lead up to the premiere of these other things, which they did. It worked out great, but then it just kind of kept going because it was so much fun and we were meeting so many cool people.
It did, and especially after we started like season 3 and 4 and 5, when we started bringing in a lot of new guests outside of the Crewniverse, where we really got to meet a lot of really fun people. Hello
everyone, and welcome back.
Ginger Minge. But you know Ginger Minge. You performed with Ginger Minge.
Minger Ginge? Is that what you're calling it?
Ginger Ginge, yeah. You performed with Minjer.
I just yesterday got hip to this, backlash about this Instagram live that Ginger did.
It is a lot. I don't stay in. I try not to get involved. It's a lot.
I mean, it just seems ridiculous that there was this much, kind of hullabaloo over a weird statement. And I don't know. Nothing seemed weird to me. I don't know. It's just like it was all kind of stupid. But at the same time, we're talking about Drag Race and drag queens. So it's like, this is their bread and butter is drama.
True. Helps them keep themselves in the zeitgeist, I guess. So
yeah, 100%.
Hi, David. Glad to have you join us.
Hey,
Thank you for watching our shows and liking them.
Yeah. But you can pull that out now.
Sure will.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy with the way the band is going.
You should be. It's really great. Have you released any albums or anything together?
Not yet. We're working on it. I'm gonna try to share something if it'll let me. I'm not sure what the parameters are, but when I was in the bottom.
Is that what you want to share?
Yeah, but I don't know if it'll let me make any adjustments with it. Oh, it does. Yeah, so this was at the Cutting Room in November.
So I was at this performance, everybody.
That's correct.
I'm basically behind the person who's filming right now.
Keep your invitations to yourself. Keep your invitations to yourself. I got invited to a private party where the cookies all hang out. Everybody was so shiny, cigarettes in their mouth. They didn't ask me for an invocation. Instead they took a little of my soul.
Yeah, it sounds mostly pretty good for a.
I mean, this sounds great for recording.
Yeah, for a phone recording. Yeah.
I really love how they are focusing on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this video. Somebody shot this video, and I got it from somebody. I don't think this was from my phone.
It's definitely not from your phone. I know who this was. I saw him going around.
I had somebody filming it with my phone.
I don't think this was this person.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think this was one of the people in the audience that afterwards was like, "Let me give you, this." But I mean, the band sounds great. I love playing with them.
It's a huge band too. It's 5 people.
Well, there's 5 more people, so there's 6 of us in total.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. But
oh, this is great. I really love all these.
You might see yourself in here.
I doubt it, but I do see somebody else I know, and the universe should know. On the left, behind the piano.
Oh, and yes.
You almost saw me if you had tilted the camera a little bit further to the left.
Yeah. I'm curious if it. Is that you? No, that's the person that was standing up front.
No, Phil's probably hanging from the rafters right now. Phil
Yeah, where's Phil? Phil shot a whole bunch of this. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. And
that's pretty awesome though.
The last time that you and I saw each other, I was in a shoulder sling. No, time before that. Sorry, time before that.
Yes. Well, that's because you decided to go breakdancing in a pool. So.
I literally was not even remotely dancing at that time. I was just walking. And if the frickin' hotel, if I hadn't seen later that they had a wet, caution sign there, I tried to sue them, but clearly more than one person that's happened to for them to have to put out a sign about it. So
I saw Nakia twice this year. Unfortunately, that's it. But both
it is. It's
were really
it's
wonderful.
the least amount of time we spent together in 7 years.
Yeah, it is.
Or 6 years. Because
oh no, we're lying though. We saw each other. Did we film? When did we film Art of Blowing It? Was it this year or last year?
That was last year.
Oh, okay, then yes, this is. Yeah, it is only twice I've seen
July
you.
of last year, because I did not look like this on that show.
You do not look like this on Art of Blowing It. Nakia, everybody, Nakia's on the Art of Blowing It season 2, and this might be his best performance he's ever done for us in a SideKick production.
We keep saying that, but I've still not seen any shots or any scenes or anything.
Because Ashley's working hard to get the notes ready so that way we can get it out and
Is
ready to
she-
go in February or so.
Ashley, are you? Are you though?
Well, she's not here to answer, so I can't tell you yes or no. But you should message her and just say, "Hey, girl, hey, what's going on with?"
Is she
Art of
watching
Blowing
right
It?"
now?
I don't think she is. She's probably on vacation right now. So
Where is she?
she's wherever this is. So
Wherever what?
wherever.
I forgot about that. Oh my god, that forever will be amazing.
I pulled it out last week for some reason. I don't even remember why. I just thought, and I was like, "Oh, well, look at this," and then now I have to use it again this week because you love it so much. So.
Oh my god, it's so good, so good.
So Andy, why do we know Andy, Nakia? Tell everybody why they should know Andy.
Andy in my band is the guy who did the score for A Taste of Youth, which is why I'm actually here tonight, is because
one of the reasons, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and
let's show the trailer for A Taste of Youth in case people don't know what it is first.
Okay, which one is this?
This is the only trailer we have for A Taste of Youth.
Okay.
So it's the one.
Okay. With my song.
Yes, it should be with your song.
If you got your mind made up, you're gonna leave, hoping you'll take your sweet time. Won't you take your sweet time? 'Cause I'm not quite ready. Give you up just yet. I got more love to give, so much more love to give. Won't you please slow me down, turn around? Don't give that room all the time. Won't you stay a while?
Oh man.
Oh, memories.
You know, it's still crazy to me that almost the entire movie was shot over the course of 10 days, maybe 15 total.
9 days.
But I mean, like maybe 15 total, 16.
9 days total with 3 pickup days.
Yeah. So that's just wild to me.
It is wild.
It was the greatest scheduling miracle you've ever pulled off in the Crewniverse, I think.
Probably because this was really complicated. We had so many locations, we had so many people involved, and somehow we still did it in 9 days.
Yeah.
Which, hey, that's pretty darn awesome. The contract we filmed in 8.5 days, but that was one single location and only about 7 actors. So that was a lot easier. Well, and then again, 2 pickup days for that as well.
Right.
But
the best part about that is that you didn't have to pay for a location fee.
No, I did. I had to pay a location fee.
Oh, you did? I thought it was your cabin.
No. That was the green cabin. That's where people stayed.
Oh, gotcha.
No. The contract is. Have you seen the trailer for the contract?
No, I don't think I've seen the full trailer.
Oh, well, let me
I think I've just seen the photos.
Let me pull up the trailer for the contract since you're here before we talk about what else we're going to talk about.
Maybe I did see it. Is there you're tied up in it?
I mean, it's about BDSM, so yeah, that's very accurate.
All right, let's take a look. Is that Joe?
No, that's Elio.
Oh, right. Whoa, look at you.
Once
That's that pussy.
a young sub named Oliver who would do anything to belong. He found a house in the middle of the woods and people there who wanted him to join. And all he had to do was learn.
Are you something what's going on in there? Or am I gonna carve you like a pumpkin?
Was all.
I didn't disfigure myself so you could make me do chores.
And listen.
Tell that asshole if he wants his toilets clean, do it himself.
Or leave. I thought you said you like following orders.
You're gonna make a bad first impression.
Damn.
Yeah, that's definitely not the cabin that they own.
Okay, gotcha.
But they also own a lovely cabin, so
cool.
But yeah, so that's the contract, and that's coming soon. I can't wait for you to see it. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm hoping to have a festival in Austin that I get to bring it to so you can see it. So
yeah, well, I just found out that one of my longtime really really good pals is the person that runs Fantastic Fest. I didn't know that's what she was doing these days.
Well, maybe I should ask you to talk to her about my movie.
Yeah, I'll definitely make sure that she knows for sure.
I think it would be
exciting. She was mortified that A-Toy didn't make it in. She was like, "What?" Because I told her, I was like, "Yeah, it didn't get picked up." And she was like, "Oh my God."
Well, Fantastic Fest is one of my dream festivals to be in. So
100%.
If we somehow get into it with the contract, I will be sleeping on your couch for the whole week and a half that the festival runs. So
that sounds great. You don't have to sleep on the couch with you. Remember, we have a bed, a blow-up bed.
That's true, but I don't want to take it from Baker. So
she doesn't sleep on that bed.
I know. I'm making it up.
She's not allowed to live. There's actually more room in the studio now than ever because
I've seen what you've done. You've remodeled your whole place.
Well, I've just completely. It's been painted and the carpet's been replaced, and I've never put anything back on the walls or we just put another piece of furniture here that's literally just temporary. So we're figuring out like what it's going to be. I want something that I can work out of for, all of the various different things that I do. So I've got to figure out what exactly I'm doing in here.
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
This is I don't know. I'm telling you in front of everybody else, but I'll tell you. You had asked me about thinking of a way to squeeze the band into season 6.
Oh right,
and
yeah.
I have a way for the band to get in now.
But we're gone.
Yes, but you can do it there.
Okay.
It's something you can totally do there that you don't need for.
Well, I mean, they'll be into it.
It's totally something that can happen. So I'll tell you about it offline. But I'm holding myself accountable by telling you in front of everybody else.
Okay, good.
So I remind you.
Yeah. Because we've already shot some of my stuff for season.
We have shot some of your stuff, and we have to shoot the rest of it. So
I watched some of it before this to see if there was something worth sharing. And I couldn't get through it because the audio is so terrible that I'm like, oh God, but we'll get it.
Luckily, I have all the audio on my end. So
yeah, you're good.
So A Taste of Youth, Nakia and I wanted to bring Nakia on for a number of reasons, but one of them is to talk about A Taste of Youth and what we're going to do with A Taste of Youth, because I know many of you have not had a chance to watch it yet, and that's criminal, I think. So the good news is 2026 will be the premiere of A Taste of Youth for the public. We've done all the festivals. We've submitted to a bunch of different places. We've had some success. We've had lots of kind no's, and now we have the chance to just bring it all to you. A Taste of Youth screened in London this year, so anybody who was in London had a chance to see it. Unfortunately, it was at
two public screenings in the U.S.
We had 2 public screenings in the U.S.
Yeah, one public and one private, right? Because of the first one was just cast and crew, right?
No, that was for we had
Okay.
2 public. We had one in New York. We had one in Rhode Island, and then we had one in London this year. So we've had
Vegas.
4. You're right. So we've
Yeah.
had 4 screenings of A Taste of Youth that were for the public. It would have been a little hard to get to the Vegas one, but it happened.
So today we're coming on to announce that we're doing.
We're going to do a couple things. First, we're going to be doing virtual screenings. So I did this with the Brooklyn Butcher last year. It seemed really popular. People seemed to like it. So Nakia and I are going to host 2 virtual screenings in January of A Taste of Youth. And all you have to do to reach out to me is reach out to me. The tickets are $5, and you'll be able to get a ticket and join us for the virtual screenings of A Taste of Youth. Nakia and I will be hosting him alongside cast and crew of the movie. So I already know at least a couple of the actors who have confirmed they're going to be there. So I can't wait for them to be there for the virtual red carpet that we're going to have.
Show the graphic again.
Sure.
Notice the difference in times.
Yes. We want to make sure that we have options for people around the world. So Saturday, January 10th at noon is probably going to work really well for our UK and maybe our Asian viewers. I'm not sure. East Asian viewers.
Well, what about our viewers in Saudi Arabia? And because there's a lot of folks that watch from countries like
India,
Iraq,
Indonesia, Africa, African countries, like Egypt.
There's especially a lot of people that watch Sidekick production shows from countries that are historically not very progressive with their politics as it goes with the LGBTQ community. So if you're watching this tonight, we want to give you the chance to watch this with us.
Exactly. We want to make sure that we are accessible to everybody who wants to see it virtually. So you've got Saturday, January 10th at noon and Thursday, January 15th at 8:30 p.m. Both should be accessible. So if you want to join, please let me know. Reach out and I'll be posting this on our socials so that way you can see it as well. But I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, we should break this down into a couple of slides for the carousel.
Sure. I'm not really sure what you're talking about, but we'll make it happen.
Well, on Instagram, a carousel post is a post with multiple photos.
Oh, okay.
Or videos, but that's a carousel.
That.
Yeah.
Sure. We can make that happen.
Yeah. This is the, my content creator medium mogul brain going off. Like, it's got to be this way, and don't pay any attention to me.
I think it's important to learn all that. So
in 2026, I'm trying to stay off of social media. So
that's going to be really hard when you're trying to promote things.
I know, but I've got to figure it out. Okay. I've got to figure it out because I don't think it's very healthy for me as a creator, to be watching it, and I don't mind injecting into it. I just don't think that I need so much of the withdrawal from it. Like I don't need to get anything out of it. I need to do a lot more talking and a lot less listening.
That's usually not what people say.
Yeah, but I feel like, especially younger generations are already pretty drastically moving away from social media. And so I think that there's going to be something else that's going to replace it. I don't know what that is yet. but
Well,
there's going to be something else that's going to happen. That's because it's not even really social media anymore. It's something completely different. And like Kathy Valentine of the Go-Go's in her issue of her Substack this weekend, she shared something about how she realized that doing the same old 20 slides at the end of the year to recap 2025 or whatever wasn't really for her. And it wasn't really like it couldn't even possibly really say anything about the year, like to measure up to what it really meant. So why is she doing it? Who is she doing it for? Whatever. Obviously, at a level like that, when you're a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, you still have a lot of people that want to see those moments for you. Probably, that I get, but I don't know, man. I just, I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like how everything is everything is a transaction and like we've never been more in line with Spielberg's Minority Report. Was it him that did that?
He did Minority Report.
Yeah, than ever before. Like it is, and I just mean in terms of capitalism and surveillance. Surveillance capitalism it's just like you cannot go anywhere without it somehow knowing where you are and what you've been doing, and it's so hard to opt out of all of it. And I know it's wild to even be saying this on multiple social media platforms
as we're talking to people about watching our movies.
As I have an iMac on here, and I have the Instagram on here, which is wild to me. There's only 2 people in the Instagram thing. Me, now there's just one. It's just me. So it's like, who, why? Now there's 3 people. So there's 2 more people. Hi. I'm waving over here, but they can only see me.
Yeah, I don't know why I do the Instagram sometimes because I don't really get a lot of regular followers. I should go live.
Jason in Paradise says howdy.
Oh, well, hello.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. We don't see the comments on the comment thread like we normally would.
No, I know. It's not the most conducive to things. I feel like I should do Instagram separately and do lives on Instagram just on my own without StreamYard sometimes.
It's getting better. I remember when we first started using the Instagram live thing, I've been watching, when you share something now, it bumps us both down and puts the thing up, and it looks a lot better. And from the back end, from what I'm seeing, how it's showing me in both screens where I am, to me, that's very cool. I like that. But yeah, it's different. But anyway, back to A Toy. So back to A Taste of Youth. So we're gonna do these 2 virtual screenings. It's only $5, and look, at this point, we're not trying to rip anybody off or anything. It's just a $5. You're literally just more like a $5 donation, if anything. So you're just basically showing your support and love by showing up and sharing $5. And that really does help in the long run. But more importantly, the movie is good. When people watch it, they really like it.
They really do.
Yeah.
I always forget how much people enjoy it until I see it in front of an audience. But when we were in Vegas this year watching it together, the audience really seemed to respond beautifully to it, and I was really quite excited to have that opportunity to share that with them.
That was really fun for me. There was the one guy. And if you guys have ever been to a small indie film festival or a small screening, or if you're a creator yourself, there's always one person who is going to provide an enormous amount of feedback that, may or may not be considered positive.
It's feedback that feels sort of like also an insult, but like a compliment that's also a negative. It's an interesting combination there.
Yeah, and he just kind of went for it. So, but
you know
anyway,
what? They liked it overall.
Yeah, they at the end of the day they liked it, and that's and as I've always said, you either I'd much rather you love or hate me instead of just kind of you're not sure.
Exactly. I want to make you hate me or love me. Just don't feel indifferent towards me. So,
yeah.
And after the virtual releases, we will be having both Blu-ray release and streaming releases for A Taste of Youth by the end of 2026 as well. So you'll be able to watch it from home as many times as you want on physical media or streaming online. So, but we want to start by keeping it in the family and doing a nice little virtual red carpet first.
Yeah. Now, do Patreon members automatically get in, or is this for a separate thing?
Patreon members, some of them will automatically get in. Yes.
It depends on the level, right?
Depends on the level. Yes.
The tier. There's a lot of changes happening at Patreon.
There are a lot of changes happening at Patreon, but I really like this question. How can anyone hate me?
I mean, let them.
It's true. It's true. And I agree. Feedback is so important. If you have watched any of the movies we've made or read the book that I wrote, go and talk about them online. Like put comments on Amazon, put comments on Letterboxd. We have a feature film that's in top 10 lists this year. People have loved The Brooklyn Butcher so much.
Wow.
The Brooklyn Butcher is in one critic's top 10 list, another critic's top 30 list. We are number 30. We're ahead of movies like Weapons and Bring Her Back for this critic. So I mean, people like our work.
You did such a great job on Brooklyn Butcher. I still love. One of my favorite things to do is to watch something that Josh has created with Josh and an audience that's never seen any of it. Because he's not even sure if it's going to work until it does. And then there are times when he's like, wait, that's funny, but everybody else can tell. It's like sometimes the creator is so close to things that they don't even notice sometimes when the things that they do on the regular end up in the product.
It's Nakia, I think, is specifically referring to Demon Doctor's premiere.
The Demon Doctor premiere, but also the watching Brooklyn Butcher with you in Vegas, like there were people who were laughing at some of the same things that I was laughing at the first time I saw it, I laughed almost nonstop. It was just me and Josh. There wasn't anybody else. We watched it together, just like this. I was watching, show the thing again where it pulls us both out. Or no, where it puts us both, like that. So we're watching the whole thing like this, basically, and I laughed so much, and I could tell, and that's even in that viewing that you were like, oh, to me, it's just funny to watch you, but
it's fun to see my reactions for sure. Because I don't know how people are going to react. I was so nervous with A Taste of Youth the very first time, so nervous. And when we did unfortunately you couldn't be there, but when we had that first festival screening, I just didn't know what people were going to react when they saw it. I was like, I have no idea how people are going to react to this movie.
Yeah, I wanted to go back and
to terrified.
Hear the reactions,
So, and that's the same thing with the contract. Like, I think the contract might be the best thing I've ever made, but I have no idea what people are going to think about it. It is extremely kinky, extremely queer, lots of nudity. It's just, I'm not sure what people are going to think about it.
So you're completely nude head to toe.
Yes, at points I am as well. Yes.
Wow.
We have several actors who are completely nude head to toe.
And what does HBO say about this?
Well, that's a good question. It is fun to be on The Chair Company and Poker Face. So I mean, those were both fun shows. I'm glad that you got to see them.
R.I.P. Poker Face.
R.I.P. Poker Face, unless they ship it around to somebody else.
Right. There is. I did see that there was talk that somebody was going to try to move it.
HBO hasn't talked about my work on the contract yet, but that's because it's not out yet. So
right. That's what I'm saying. Is there something in your contract with HBO?
No,
you can't do nudity scenes.
They haven't done anything like that. No.
What does your agent say?
I don't think my agent even knows about my. I mean, he knows about my movies, but he hasn't really watched them. So he focuses on getting me on the gigs that pay money, like the chair company. So
yeah, and Poker Face.
And Poker Face, yes.
Yeah, I mean, girl, you got a co-starring credit in Poker Face.
I did.
And you got a co-starring credit in HBO.
A recurring co-starring credit in HBO.
On the chair company.
I'm in 6 out of 8 episodes.
Yeah, and you're great. So it's like this is the perfect time for you to just like, I guess, keep doing as much as you can and put out as much as you can, and somebody's going to notice.
I would love to bring my movies to Sundance. I just don't think Sundance wants.
Sundance isn't ready for those movies, man.
I don't think Sundance. The problem. Let me tell you, one of the problems with film festivals. They have a very specific. They want to fill a specific niche or a specific focus, and a lot of times that specific focus is movies which, like, if they want a queer film, they want a queer film that is going to be heart-wrenching in some way, in the sense of like they're dealing with coming out, or they're dealing with transitioning if they're a trans person, or they're dealing with somebody dying from a queer couple and things like that. They want those kind of movies. They want stories about HIV and AIDS. They want stories about discovering your sexuality after you're married for 50 years and like, wait a minute, I'm actually gay. I don't think I'm wrong, Nakia, when I say that, am I?
No, you're right.
Like they don't want authentically queer stories that are not about the queer trauma, the trauma of being queer. Just like I think they don't want a lot of stories about people of color that's not about the trauma of being a person of color, or the stories about different religions that are not about the trauma of being persecuted for your religion, etc.
Right.
That's what they want when they go for films that are outside of the zeitgeist in that sense. Paul misses you, Nakia.
I miss you guys too, man.
So film festivals like Sundance, they want people who are famous in them. And as much as I think that me being in the chair company at HBO makes me a little more famous, it's not.
That does make you a little more famous.
I guess it does make me a little more famous. I forget that part, I guess. I'm hoping that because I'm in the chair company and things like the chair company, somebody like Fantastic Fest will look at me and go, wait a minute, that's somebody who actually has a major credit on their name. We should consider putting their film at our film festival. But film festivals are political, as much as any other thing is these days. It's a little bit about popularity, a little bit about politics, and a little bit about making sure that they hit their quota for certain things. So, but like Sundance puts movies in there with Keanu Reeves and Dakota Fanning. They don't really put in films in there with people like me. And even when they put in movies that are full of quote unquote nobodies, often there's somebody behind them, like a producer is like Brad Pitt or something.
Right.
And you just don't know it because you didn't know that. Like Broad City is a great example of a web series that got put on to Comedy Central. Somebody found it and put it on there. But Broad City was produced, I think, by Amy Poehler, wasn't it?
I think so, and was originally just for YouTube, right?
Yeah. But then Amy Poehler saw it and she's like, let's put this on Comedy Central. Or same thing with High Maintenance. That was a web series that started as a web series, and then people were like, this is great. But also the people who made High Maintenance were all people who worked in production in like Showtime and HBO before they eventually moved into HBO. So there is a lot of interesting things behind the scenes that make it a little more complicated with film festivals.
100%.
I think A Taste of Youth had a lot going for it. I think that people just it wasn't what they were looking for at that time. Also, it's a certain time frame too. Like, what is going on in the world that makes you want to put this movie in that film festival?
Right. Also, more importantly, like the biggest single thing is that you just don't know. And it unless they explicitly say like we don't submit, we don't take horror movies, or we don't whatever, then you just don't know. It's very rare where you will find a festival that's so niche that they are saying like we specifically want, this kind of creation, whatever. And so 9 times out of 10 when Josh is submitting to these things, it he tries to find the ones that that it would automatically fit in, but we have to take shots at places that it might not necessarily fit into, but it's not telling us that we shouldn't submit, but we think we might have a chance. So you just never know, man. You never know.
Like Fantastic Fest is a huge festival in Austin that happens in September, and a lot of major genre films premiere there. I know Toxic Avenger, the new Toxic Avenger, premiered there.
Sure.
A couple other major, like I think John Wick 3 or 4 premiered there as well. So I mean,
lots of premieres.
Yeah, so lots of major films premiere in Fantastic Fest. It's a dream of mine to be in that one, and that's the one I think is most realistic for me to try to get into. Like, I would love to be in the Tribeca Film Festival or South by Southwest, but I don't think that those are practical for me because those are usually films that are major motion pictures from Hollywood studios that are in there. Doesn't mean I won't try for some of them, but I know in the get-go that I have to decide. It's also really expensive for those film festivals. Like,
here are a list of really big movies that have premiered at Fantastic Fest. The original John Wick. Smile. There Will Be Blood. Zombieland. Split. Machete Kills, The Babadook, Parasite did its
Parasite did its American premiere there.
The Menu was a secret screening. Yeah. Bones and All.
It's a massive dream of mine to be in that, and I'm hoping this September I'll be there with The Contract. I think The Contract is something special and something different, and I mean, I think that also about Brooklyn Butcher and A Taste of Youth. So look at me, I'm a little naive about these things. But...
No, you're not naive. You're just, you believe in yourself, and you know what you're capable of, and you're constantly improving, and you're constantly evolving, and you're really the epitome of what most people should aspire to, is like you're constantly creating and trying to share your art and your really your life with the world, and you somehow still find time to take in fun with other people and do normal things. And I don't know how you do it, but you do.
An artist does need to be confident and bold, but not too cocky. I try to walk that line. I think I do pretty well at it. But and then Nakia, you always, I think you're always the epitome of the artist who finds ways to reinvent himself and find new things to throw yourself into and explore, because you do that. I feel like you've learned and explored so many different facets of artistry over the course of our time knowing each other. You've been a drag artist. You've been you've worked behind the scenes. You've revitalized your music career in a new one, in probably 2 or 3 different ways since I've known you. So
yeah, man, it's that's all we can do is just keep going. The Bitter Wolf says, I can't wait for The Contract.
Oh, is he on Instagram? Hi, Bitter Wolf. Bitter Wolf is a wonderful, wonderful person who loved Brooklyn Butcher, by the way.
And then Rashik8337 says hi.
Hello, Rashik. The Bitter Wolf was a big fan of the Brooklyn Butcher, so
Nice.
we were on their best movie list for 2024. That was fun. I know the contract is going to be. I'm so excited. We are almost picture locked, which means we are almost done with the edit, and it'll be moving into audio very shortly.
And so, just so you guys know, I know you probably heard Josh earlier say he couldn't wait to show me the movie. I specifically asked Josh not to show me the movie until it was completely done this time. Whereas every other thing that he's ever put out, really, like I've seen since like getting involved in 2018, I've seen before in many different versions.
You have.
But this is the first time I was like, you know what? Just wait till it's done. The sound is done, the color grading is done, like all that, So
Nakia is going to be as surprised as everybody else when he sees it. So,
and Lynn's Ross 28 says, so excited for the contract, so exciting.
That's Lindsay, who is Lindsay is a wonderful friend of the Crooniverse, who is a good dear friend of Elio from the contract.
Oh, cool.
And Lindsay will be a guest on the show eventually because Lindsay has a show coming out in. She's doing a play in New York in the spring, so I'm really excited to have her on to talk about it soon. So.
Well, I'm excited that we're going to get to do this screening and that there's going to be some Blu-rays and some streaming of this movie that you and I learned a lot of lessons and invested a lot of money and time into.
We did, but we learned a lot of lessons and a lot of time.
Crash course. It's like if you ever see somebody who's like, you can pay us to teach you how to make a movie. Just whatever that price is, put towards your own movie and make it, and just learn from yourself, because that is probably the best way to
I always tell people it was a very interesting experience because we both had been producing things for years with SideKick, and it was also a completely brand new experience. Just making a movie that was different.
Yeah, I mean, I had only ever done, well, both of us had only ever really done short form as far as creators go. I've been in movies as extras or as like a side character or whatever, but never done a movie like this, and certainly was a little bit shocked even when Josh asked me to co-direct it, because the thought never crossed my mind that it'd be hard to direct yourself. But because you're on the screen so much, it's like, oh yeah, okay, you got it. So
I didn't trust myself, and I wanted to bring somebody on that I trusted. And who did I trust more than you at the time? And still, someone's looking forward to dueling pianos too, Nakia.
I mean, listen, if that was a project I had so much fun doing. It was a lot of fun. I still would like to do an Austin screening of A-Toy sometime in the new year.
Well, the good news is when you help me get into the contract into Fantastic Fest,
right,
I'll be in Austin and I'll have a perfect excuse to show A Taste of You.
Yeah, well, what I was thinking is let's go ahead now and find out when Fantastic Fest is, and reserve that small screening room at I Love Video.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah,
because it only holds like 60, right?
Yeah.
And then that gives us plenty of time to sell the tickets, number one, and if there are any extra people who are in town for Fantastic Fest, if we can get in before they lock it into somebody else. Now there may be somebody else who that's like, oh no, we're not going to run out during that because whatever. So, but we can try.
Watch if we get into Fantastic Fest with the contract, it'll be the same time as the time we reserve them.
Sure.
But you know enough bears in Austin that we can sell tickets to 60 tickets. So
yes. Hi, Michael Mack. So happy that you're here. And hi,
Vegito.
Vegito. Well, I have just had such a good time being on tonight, and thank you so much for asking
Yes,
me.
I've had so much a good time that I purposely let us go a little bit longer because I've enjoyed
good.
talking to you, and I've missed talking to you and hanging out.
I know, I miss it
Nakia
too.
and I have Nakia is so busy with his band and everything, folks, that I don't get to talk to him as much anymore. So I had to schedule him on a live show to make sure we got a chance to talk. So
You know that you can call me anytime.
I know, and likewise, you can call me. But
I know.
everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We should wrap up right now because it is SideKick Power Hour and not at hours. Although we did try that 1 year of 3-hour shows, and that was a fun experiment.
Yeah, that was fun.
I had a good time. But Nakia, thank you so much for being here. How can folk find you online?
At Nakia, Nakia, or of course, also you can do Nakia.net. Yeah, hit me up anytime. Or you can listen to me on the radio 4 nights a week on Sun Radio or the Sun Radio app, or sunradio.com. I'm on Tuesday through Friday 7 to 11. I'm not on and I'm not on again this week until Friday because I'm getting an injection in my back tomorrow, so I'm taking a couple days off.
Because I forgot you're a radio DJ now too.
Yeah.
So you're like Howard Stern.
I'm getting there. You know, I'm working on the hair.
When are you going to have me as a guest on your show?
Well, I don't get to have guests yet.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah, I just play the music.
Well, that's okay, I suppose.
Yeah.
Folk, I will see you next Monday with a special guest. And you all, I hope, have a wonderful New Year's Eve. I think that it is going to be an exciting time for everybody as we ring in the new year. But in the meantime, everyone, have a wonderful Monday. Have a great week. And I'll see you all soon. Bye.
And that's the tea.